Welcome, everyone. So this is ProcureLA Module 3, and then welcome. So for those of you who are joining us for the first time, welcome. And for those of you who have joined us on Modules 1 and 2, welcome back. And again, my name is Christina Espiritu, and I am from PACE, Pacific Asian Consortium and Employment. And just a little bit of overview of PACE. So PACE is a nonprofit organization. We are located in Los Angeles, and we've been around. We celebrated our 50th year anniversary this year. So we've been around for 50 years, serving LA and Southern California in all different aspects. So one of them is on business development, where we help provide business counseling, one-on-one technical assistance, and also access to capital to entrepreneurs and small business owners. And we are also a CDFI, Community Development Financial Institution, and where we provide access to capital and financial products to businesses across LA. We also have different categories as well. We do workforce development, energy and environment, and early childhood education and housing, along with our business development center. And I wanted to introduce you to the few different modules that we've been having the past several weeks. So we had module 1, and Are You Contract Ready? So that was a couple weeks ago, back in September 16th. And then a couple weeks ago, we had our module 2, Are You Ready for the Sports and Entertainment Contracting? Where we had our special guest, Simona Caldwell from LA Sports and Entertainment Commission. And then this time around, we have module 3 to complete the series, which is Are You Ready for the LA Sports and Entertainment Procurement Summit? And the summit that we're talking about is the one happening on October 23rd. So if you are curious about the other modules, feel free to click on the QR code and then get a recording of some of the modules that we've had. And I'll just give you a couple seconds to access the QR code on the right side, right? And then just a little bit of housekeeping items. If you have questions, if you can put your questions on the Q&A section of Zoom, that will just enable us to keep track of the questions. Sometimes it gets a little bit lost when it's on the chat. Please mute yourself while the presentation is going on. Complete the survey after this presentation. And the biggest question is about the webinars, if they're being recorded. They will be recorded along the first 2 modules, and they will be available on ProcureLA.com website, and also if you click on the QR code that was on the prior page. Okay. And just a couple things on today's agenda. So first, just a quick recap of Module 2. Are you ready for the sports and entertainment industry contracting? Then we'll have a preview of what's going on at the LA Sports and Entertainment Procurement Summit on October 23rd. And then we will have a little bit of Q&A so you can ask our panelists about the upcoming summit. So a little bit of recap on what had happened on Module 2. So as I said, you can get a complete recording of this module, but some of the highlights included getting a better understanding of just the contracting landscape in the LA sports and entertainment sector here and the government sector. We also provided an overview of the business disciplines that are most in demand across sports and entertainment contracting. And then some other key takeaways that we had discussed on that webinar were some of the certifications that are important when getting government contracts. Also, we talked about branding, visibility, and also what other responsiveness and things that you can do in order to improve your chances of getting government contracts, and also what businesses should have financially and also resourced with regards to the capacity and capability to meet the event demands when operating day-to-day business in this sector, in the LA sports and entertainment sector. So with that said, I would like to hand over the rest of the module to some of our guest speakers, which are Madison De Leon, Suen Lee, and then Denny Scott. So ladies, feel free to share your slides at this point.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone.
Oh, hello. Hi, I think ladies, you had gotten cut off, or maybe you were on mute.
I think her Wi-Fi may have gone out. Let me see if I can message her, and otherwise we will proceed with the presentation.
Sure, no problem.
Well, let's just get moving. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining. We're really excited to share with you about our upcoming event next week, the Los Angeles Sports and Entertainment Procurement Summit that's hosted by the Office of Mayor Bass in partnership with BMO. We are also have a lot of participating organizations that you can see on our screen, including our partner from last year, AEG. We have the LA Sports and Entertainment Commission, who is who Simona Caldwell also represents, who you heard from in an earlier module. LA 28 will be joining us, as well as a host of other sponsors, city proprietaries, who are all going to be presenting or supporting the event in some way. We have in presenting on our behalf previously, I think Sue-Ann was able to join us. Sue, can you try unmuting?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, there you go. We just were in our introductory section. Do you want to
Awesome.
introduce yourself?
Yes. Apologies, everyone. This is Sue Lee, Small Business Policy Manager at the Mayor's Office. With that, is it okay if I continue, or Denise?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
All righty. I apologize for my Wi-Fi. It's raining in Los Angeles, and you know what happens when it rains in Los Angeles. In this presentation, we will go over some event details, this year's speakers, parking, and also registration information, and we will take your questions at the end. During the presentations, we will be sharing the RSVP link in the comment sections, so please feel free to join our please register today as soon as our presentation ends. And also, this copy is available on our registration website, so you know what to do. We already introduced ourselves, so next page, please. So sports, entertainment.
Sorry. Oh,
Summit.
excuse me, Sue-Ann. So I don't see your slides. So do you wanna present your slides?
Oh, you can't see the slides?
No, not yet. Mm-mm.
Oh, we do. I think just you're sharing, Christina. If you can stop sharing your slides, you can see ours. There you go. Thank you.
All right, we'll continue. So Sports Entertainment Procurement Summit is taking place next Thursday, October 23rd, 2025 at the Los Angeles Convention Center in downtown Los Angeles. This event idea came from the business communities, actually, as exciting global and national sporting events coming to our city. Our small business team, was often asked, where can we find more information about contracting? What can we do as a city to support our small businesses to be contract ready? And also, where do I need to go to talk to the big guys, big companies that we have in the city of Los Angeles? With this idea, our team wanted to bring all of our partners together from the public and private sectors in one spot so that we can also learn about information and also have an opportunity to network with our partners and also spread awareness about available resources at free cost because it's covered by your tax dollars, virtually and in person, in office, in multiple languages in case you might need some language support. So the summit aims for a dynamic experience, networking opportunities, and business growth for your business. So please come and check it out. Next slide. So with this, we have a technical difficulty, so we will make sure to share the YouTube link where you can see the highlights of last year's event. Get excited because it's going to be very fun, and our team will be sharing the link in the comment sections. So please feel free to check it out after our presentation. Next slide. With that, our event has lots of parts. As you can see on agenda, we will have the panel discussions happening throughout the event. The door will open at 8:30, and we will have the exhibitions, our business partners welcoming you throughout the event. And also, we are going to have some speakers joining us in the panel fireside chat where the mayor, Karen Bass, join us. And this year, we have a guest speaker of Reynold Hoover from LA 28, as well as exhibitions, affinity group, business communities. So other business communities will be joining us to network with you and also share about available resources in our city. As well as we have some activations happening. Some mascots from LA Kings Galaxy will be joining there to welcome you. And also we have some game that you can participate in. Next page. And with that, we have a scheduled full day ahead of you. Like what I mentioned, 8:30, door will open, registrations, and also our business partners available to welcome you until the end of our event. So if you have a little bit of time, you have to stop by, you won't be able to participate in the whole event, don't worry. We will have the panels available at different times, as you can see, 10:15, 11, 11:40, 12:55, 1:30. But our exhibitions and our business partners, the door will be available. Their tables will be available to say hello and find more information. So stop by even if you can't stay there the whole day. And with that, Denise, do you want to share more about the speakers that we have?
Yes, thank you, Sue. So I'm going to walk through all the different panels and the fireside chat so you can learn more about the information that you can get at the event next week. Our first panel, How to Win Bids and Build Strategies, is going to be moderated by John Reamer. He's the General Manager for the City of LA Bureau of Contract Administration, the BCA. And I know that's a little bit of a funny department name, but the BCA oversees the certification processes for the City of LA. So that means if you get a small business or a small and local business certification with the City of LA, that will go through his office, and he's going to be moderating Leah Chu with the City of LA Office of Procurement. Leah will speak to the Regional Alliance Marketplace for Procurement. We call that RAMP. I'm sure you've learned a lot about RAMP through this module, but RAMP is the online portal for all regional contracting opportunities, including the opportunities related to LA 28 will be posted there. So how to use it, why it's important. And then Ingrid Merriweather is with Merriweather and Williams. She will be speaking to our just announced contract financing program. They're a key partner for this program whose goal is to provide gap financing to small businesses who want to contract with the City of LA. And we know small businesses in particular have obstacles to accessing capital, and sometimes there's just that little bit of financing needed between being able to complete a contract or not. So that's kind of where the program is aimed. We'll have Daniel Hahn with PACE, who's also hosting this series of webinars, speaking to ProcureLA, which is the partnership between the Mayor's Office and PACE that you're participating in now. But PACE is also a business source center, one of 10 that the city oversees as direct business assistants. So he'll be speaking to ProcureLA and other resources. And then last but not least, we'll have Daniel Rodman with the Mayor's Office of Major Events. So the mayor created a dedicated office to help oversee all of these large events from FIFA, the Super Bowl, the NBA All-Stars weekend, and of course the Olympic and Paralympic Games, and helping to ensure the mayor's vision that this is a games for all includes making sure small businesses are included in delivering the event. So Daniel will be speaking to that. Then we'll go on to panel 2, Building the Games Procurement Process for Global Event Venues. This is going to be moderated by potentially a familiar face to some of you. This is Oswaldo Boreas. He's the beloved long-term nighttime anchor for Univision, and he will be moderating 4 excellent speakers. We'll have Adam Duvendek, who's the General Manager for Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. We'll have Katie Pandolfo, the General Manager for the Crypto.com Arena. Larry Friedman, who is the co-president of the LA Football Club, but he also previously oversaw operations at BMO Stadium. And then David Anderson, who's the General Manager for the Peacock Theater. So all of these high-level executives are representing venues that will be hosting all of the events that you are looking to contract on. So the FIFA World Cup, the LA28 events, and beyond even the events coming in the next few years, they host sports and entertainment events year-round. They'll be hosting after 2028, and they all have small business contracting programs. They like to work with small businesses, and they all have different needs and strategies for doing so. So come learn about what these venues do, how they want to work with small businesses, and what they're looking for. Then we'll go to panel 3, Winning Big, Lessons from Small Businesses Behind Major Events. This will be co-moderated by Mary Leslie, the president of the LA Business Council, which is a leading business organization that's helping prepare small businesses for these events, and Rosa Penaloza with the City of LA Economic and Workforce Development Department. The EWD oversees the city's 10 business source centers, which includes PACE. And you'll hear from 3 different business owners in 3 different industries who've successfully gone through the process of getting certified, getting ready, and then winning contracts on some of these high-profile events like the Super Bowl. And the 3 businesses are Direct Link, which is human resources. We're going to hear from Cuernavaca's Grill, which does catering, and we're going to hear from Dry Live, which does event planning. So 3 very different industries who've all been in your position talking about how the journey was and kind of reflecting on opportunities, challenges that might be useful to you. Then panel 4 is Behind the Bid, how LA's biggest events are sourcing local talent. So this will be moderated by Colleen Williams, the anchor with NBC News. And the speakers of this panel represent the organizing the key organizers behind the events coming to our city. So Isabel Guzman is the procurement advisor for LA28, obviously responsible for the Olympic and Paralympic Games. Simona Caldwell, you already know, with the LA Sports and Entertainment Commission. They were the ones responsible for bringing in the World Cup and the Super Bowl, among others. And then we're actually going to have a special guest, Greg Michelle, with the NBA. Greg is flying out from New York to attend this event and to speak to the NBA's robust small business inclusion program, especially relevant as LA is set to host the NBA All-Stars next year. So they're all behind these games looking to work with small businesses to deliver successful events. And there will be great discussion around the infrastructure and logistics needed to put them on and where small businesses can join the preparation. And then last but not least, will of course be the fireside chat with Mayor Karen Bass. It will be moderated again by Eric Smith, the Vice Chairman and CRA Officer for BMO, who moderated last year's panel, and will be joined this year by Ronald Hoover, who is the CEO for LA28. So, you know, the 1984 Olympics really transformed our city. We're still benefiting from those Olympics today. We've had, you know, countless millions of dollars invested into city infrastructure, into after-school sports programming, and this chat will really focus not only on the small business opportunities and the economic opportunities for the games in the immediate, but the long-term legacy and impact on the future of the city and the mayor's vision for how to make this games a game for all and for all Angelinos. So that's it for the panels and the discussion. I'm going to pass it to my colleague Madison for the next section of our presentation.
Hi everybody, I'm Madison De Leon. I'm the Small Business Service Associate here at the Mayor's Office. So today I will be going over logistics of our event. So starting off with parking, we'll be offering parking for $5 at the Venice Garage. The address for this slot is 1501 Figueroa Street, 90015. Or simply just type LA Convention Center Venice Garage into your navigation system and it'll take you there. So please note that the Venice Garage parking, this one is $5 and it'll be a short 5 to 10 minute walk to our main event. This is the only discounted parking lot for our event, but however, if you would like to park closer in the West Garage, that will be a fixed rate of $27. So if you would like that $5 discount, please park at Venice Garage. Next slide, please, Denise. This is an overall layout of our event space. So after leaving the parking garage, you will take a short little walk through the convention center halls, following these red arrows, which will lead you to our registration area. There will be directional signage, of course, leading you to our event. And once you reach our registration area, you'll check in there and you will receive a complimentary name tag for your use. And for the food situation, food and beverages will be offered at our event down the hall, highlighted in these blue little rectangular boxes. These stands will be stationed right across from the entrance of the main stage doors. These food items that will be sold will be boxed lunches such as sandwiches, and they will be available for purchase. Also, there are many food establishments around the convention center, so feel free to walk out and visit these establishments throughout the day. Next slide, please, Denise. Thank you. Once you check in and enter our foyer space, you'll see that there will be over 25 exhibitors who will be providing, our service providers who will be providing assistance for you and helping you with your journey in becoming contract ready. Exhibitors will be stationed throughout the foyer as well as in a dedicated exhibition hall within the venue. These service providers will be supplying services to businesses throughout the entire county, so not just the city of LA. And just a quick note, during our main programming, panelists will not be available for a Q&A segment after their panel. So please just note that they won't be available, and please don't rush the stage when they are speaking. Some of our service providers who will be on the panel will be tabling, such as City's BCA, Bureau of Contract Administration, EWDD, Economic Workforce Development Department, and of course, PACE. Also, certification support will be offered throughout the exhibition hall as well. Also, next slide, please. Here are a little bit more of our other exhibitors, ISD, VIB. Next slide. Thank you. Listed out here are our activations for the event. The LA Kings and the LA Galaxy will be conducting fun soccer and hockey activations, along with some surprises to get our attendees pumped up and ready for the day. Square will be having their own dedicated relaxation space, so attendees can grab coffee here and also recharge your devices where they're charging stations. Also, Square experts will be available for one-on-one consultations where you can talk to them about your Square account and your business needs. So attendees can learn from their experts on how to update their payment systems, track sales and payments in real time, send invoices and contracts, how to access new Square tools, and also secure free equipment such as registers and terminals while supplies last. A link to secure an appointment has been sent out to registered attendees. And if you have not registered, please register, as we will send out another link for appointment scheduling soon. Also, Univision will have a dedicated space where you can chat with their experts as well and have a little photo station where you can take photos. Next slide, please. So we'd like to thank all of you for listening to us. And if you have any questions, please reach out to our email at mayor.business@lacity.org. If you have any questions or any logistical questions, please reach out to us there. And we hope to see you all on Thursday, October 23rd. Thank you.
Thank you, Madison. I just wanted to hop in really shortly to do one addition, which is we actually are doing Q&A with panel 4. They are the only panel doing Q&A, and this is the panel again with the sports event organizers. They'll be doing Q&A after the fireside chat at the very end of the day, but they are the only ones who will be doing so only at this designated time. So everything Madison said, please, still stands. Please do not rush the stage. There will be tables and there will be this specific designated panel after the fireside chat. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies, for providing a lot of information on this exciting event. Just a couple of friendly reminders. Let me go to the next slide. Just make sure to be on time. Make sure that so you can take advantage of all the exciting things that will be happening throughout the day. Also account for the commute time and then parking, etc. And then make sure, I know that we have some food and and beverages, and you can also bring your own water. There are water stations that will be available, and also come prepared with your elevator pitch, and then if any other marketing materials that you have, such as capability statements and also business cards. And then just have fun, learn, network, and be engaged. Make sure to take notes so you don't forget. And remember to register your business on our procurement portals, including the RAMP LA and the LA Business Connect. So at this point, I just wanted to give you a little bit more information, and then we'll go on to the Q&A. So if you do have any questions about PACE or wanted to reach one of our counselors, feel free to email us or connect with us on the left side. So you can go to ProcureLA.com, register your business, and then contact us at ProcureLA@ProcureLA.org. And also feel free to take advantage of the resources that we have on our ProcureLA team, such as me, and then Andrew Barrera and Jennifer Whelan, who is also part of our panelists today. And then on the right side, we have more information about the Sports and Entertainment Procurement Summit on October 23rd. So with that said, I think we are ready for Q&A. So Dan, if you had seen any questions that are on the Q&A section.
Yeah, just one common question that I'm seeing from the crowd. Will this event, this upcoming summit, be something that a business like mine would benefit from? I know this is a general question like across the small business audience, but I just wanted to see if this group had any thoughts on how we can answer that question for these businesses.
So Suen or Madison, would you like to say a few words about that question?
Could you please repeat the question?
Yeah, of course. Will this upcoming summit be something that a business like mine would benefit from? And like when it says business like mine, this is broadly across different types of small businesses here. It was just not one question that I got. Multiple small businesses had this similar question.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for repeating that, Dan. So I think the short answer, without knowing all the details of your business, is yes. This event is a all entry points event. So no matter where you are in your process of getting ready, if you just learned the term procurement today, if you're already certified with a couple contracts under your belt and you're looking to grow, there's something for you along the entire range of business readiness, of procurement readiness. In addition to the general benefit of being able to network directly with people and organizations who are involved with procurement, involved in these events. If you're looking to get ready for FIFA, if you're looking to get ready for the Olympics, all the major players will be at this event. But if you're looking to build your business long-term for event contracting, a lot of the same people will be there. So we'll have different organizations, including PACE, who's hosting this webinar, who help businesses get certified, get ready, along the full spectrum of readiness. We'll have different additional supportive agencies who are located throughout the city who can help you with similar procurement readiness. And we'll have really, I don't want to call it breaking news, but the most up-to-date information from the venues, from the organizers, from the people putting these events together who want to work with small businesses. And I think there's a misconception that a lot of event planning, contracting is construction focused or maybe isn't relevant to you. But you should know that these venues look for all kinds of businesses. They look for pest control, they look for janitorial staff, they look for signage, for merchandise. All kinds of businesses are involved in these events. And more than that, a lot of the venues and organizers prefer to work with small businesses because they prefer to work with small local vendors who they know care about the end result and are, more pleasant to work with sometimes. So I think, and also we didn't mention it at the top, but the event is no cost except for the parking. So I think that there's lots to gain and very little to lose. And as my colleague said, even if you're only able to just stop by for a short period, I think that you can gain something from this event.
Another question that came up here is, will this upcoming summit events be available on a streaming platform?
At this time, we don't have the ability to stream the event. We do have live Spanish translation that will be available, as well as sign language translation that will be streamed kind of on site, but we don't have streaming for this particular event.
Okay. And then earlier on, there was a talk about an email confirmation that attendees should have received. I think the question here that's being asked is from whom would this email have been sent from if these people are expecting this confirmation email for this upcoming event?
It should have come from mayor.business@lacity.org. And if you have registered, we have been sending reminder emails as well. So please register for the event to receive our updates.
Excellent. And just another quick logistic question. I don't know if you're able to pull up your screen again, but someone wanted to just ask about the parking lot situation again. It was a very comprehensive visual that you had. If you don't mind sharing your screen on that very briefly.
And I can stop share, and then if you want to reshare, there you go.
Yes, so just one more time. You're welcome to park in any of the garages for the event. However, the benefit of parking in the Venice garage is that we secured the lower rate. So for $5, you can park at Venice garage. It is a 5 to 10 minute walk into the venue. Along the way, we'll have signs and volunteers to direct you and make sure you're going to the right location. You can park a little bit closer for a standard $27 rate.
Okay. And I am still seeing some questions that are coming through in terms of whether this event will be something that will be beneficial or good for their organization. One thing that I will just like to add to that as well in addition to what Denise shared with you all, which was very comprehensive, is this type of opportunity comes once in a while. It's very rare where you have different big organizations, buyers, event organizers, event partners coming together to share their knowledge, thought leadership, and resources with the audience. If you're not sure, but you are really interested in learning more about the sports and entertainment industry, especially here in the greater Los Angeles area, this is one of the very few events that have really put together a comprehensive, thoughtful agenda to bring together the right players that are true impact players and stakeholders here in the LA sports and entertainment industry. So even if you have a little bit of doubt and you're not sure, to come out here to just learn, to network and meet with other like-minded small businesses, entrepreneurs, and organizations that might be in your boat, that there might be something that you can take away. So definitely encourage you to think about it that way. I believe there's also going to be additional details on the agenda through these email confirmations that you will be receiving. So definitely stay tuned and look for those as well in your email inboxes as well. Anything else that the mayor's office, Denise, Sue, and Madison, that you wanted to add to this as well?
Sure. No, Dan, that's such a great point. I think sometimes we think that this is just run of the mill because it's, everyone's talking about it, but really we're in an extraordinary period for the city and for small businesses looking to get into contracting because of these events, because of FIFA and the Super Bowl and the NBA All-Stars and the Olympics, and there's a bunch of smaller but still major sports events, golf and tennis, all going to be hosted here. And the venues are not going to disappear after these major events. They'll continue to host into the future, but there's this really wonderful wave of resources and connection and networking being put into making sure small businesses have the opportunity to learn. And I know there are a lot of different businesses represented today on the call. I've been seeing some of you introduce yourselves, and I just want to say, no matter what kind of business you're in, there is a contracting opportunity for you. If it's not with these specific games, you can still learn from the tables and from the exhibitors how your business can contract, and there will be contracts in the future, but the resources will all be available at this event. So the resources aren't exclusive to the games, but there's a lot of energy and interest from the business community because of the games, and that's why we're hosting the summit.
Also, this is Sue Lee from the mayor's office. If I can add more, I see lots of questions being shared in the chat. Is this good for my business? Is this good for whatever certification? What can I do? The answer is that, come to our event. We will have numerous business partners coming together to share informations in person. This is, PACE will be there as well as other business organizations who have resources to share with you to be available. I know that, our small businesses need some one-on-one guidance. Those information can be shared here, and as well as networking opportunity is very powerful, as you already know. This might not be a great opportunity for your business contracting at this moment. However, through networking, through building relationship with those business organizations, you will find an opportunity in the long term. So what we're focusing on is providing resources, information, as well as the networking opportunity that you usually would not have at this event. So please come by, even if you can check out for 30 minutes, we still welcome you. We would love to see you. Also learn about your business at our site. So come through. And also, if you have any logistical questions about ADA or any other questions, our small business email is available. It's mayor.business@lacity.org. Reach out to us and we will share more information with you if you have any specific questions that you have, as well as just recapping this information, the presentations that we had. The event detail is available on our registration website. So please make sure to RSVP. If you also click the link that we have shared in the chat, I will share that once again. You will also see the whole recap of what to expect, as well as we will be sharing the YouTube video so you get the gist of what this event is about so that you have a brief understanding what this event is about before coming.
Okay. And ladies, there was another question that I had seen. It was from an exhibitor. They were asking how early they could set up.
That would be at 7 a.m. We will be scheduling an exhibitor orientation this week.
Thank you.
There are no promo codes to enter when registering. Registration should cost nothing. The actual event is free to enter, just the parking is either $5 or $27. There's also public transportation that you can take to the LA Convention Center. We are in Concourse Hall. It is the same location as last year if you were able to join us last year.
There have also been questions about whether there will be opportunities for one-on-one matchmaking or one-on-one appointments on the day of. If I may just quickly chime in, but of course feel free to add to this as well. Just as the mayor's office has shared with you all the agenda, there will be opportunities for you to meet with the exhibitors. You can also engage yourself in those activations along with attending the panels. There will not be a set aside time specifically for matchmaking, although this opportunity will be for you to really network and engage with these different businesses and organizations out there.
Yeah, and then along with that, I also saw some numerous questions on the recording. Yes, so the last three modules will be recording along with this one, so you can find the recording link on ProcureLA.com. So modules 1 and 2 are already available, and module 3 should be available in the next couple of days. All right, and then are there any other questions, Dan, that you see that we need to respond to?
I'll just say there are other questions that are trickling in. Many of them are actually related to just more, I would say, technical questions regarding your own interest in pursuing contracting opportunities. If you have such questions, definitely, if you do come out to the event, there will be resource partners there as well who can help answer your questions. You can also take a look at our website as well. Feel free to go to ProcureLA.com. We have extensive amount of resources available. We also have prior recordings where we help you understand how to get ready for contracts, also how to be contract ready for opportunities in the sports and entertainment industry. And so you are more than welcome to access those complimentary resources as well at no cost to you. But yes, I'll definitely look forward to seeing you all. But Christina, if you just wanted to wrap this up, and the mayor's office, if you have any parting words as well.
Sure. One thing I would like to add is if you are a business and you're interested in ProcureLA, feel free to sign up at ProcureLA.com. And then once you sign up, then what happens is we will, one of our counselors will reach out to you, depending on the type of question or the type of assistance that you need. So ladies, do you have any other items that you wanted to discuss or any closing remarks before before we close off?
Yes, we're very excited to have our event next Thursday. Please come check it out. Please say hello. This is going to be a great opportunity. Even though we, host this annually, this is like one time in this year that you can meet big guys in one spot. Also, you will have a networking opportunity with our business not business department. I apologize. Our city departments. If you have any questions about certifications or how can I connect it to the city to learn more about business opportunity, this is the space you can come and network with them in person. And also, like what we mentioned, if you're a Spanish speaker and need some language support, we have the equipments available. So please check it out. If you need some ADA assistance, we also have that available. So please come check it out. We would love to see you there. Anything else to add, team?
No, just we hope to see you there. I think this will be an even better event than last year. We are so excited to host it. We've had great panelists. They're really excited to share with you. And a lot of the questions that I see in the chat or in Q&A that we weren't able to get to, especially to Dan's point about your individual businesses, they can be answered on site because there's not a lot of information we can share, generally. So come learn about your business, learn about the opportunities, and we hope to see you there.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, ladies. And I guess the parting words and the biggest takeaway is make sure you come next week, October 23rd. And if you haven't register now. We have thousands of people that have already registered. So make sure that you put this on your calendar and we will, we're very excited to see you there. So with that said, thank you so much for your time. And hope to see you next week. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.